Good Wednesday evening. We have American Ricci Mahjong League action. It is, well, Mohan, Nathaniel, checking out the A2 division, which has been a spicy one. Mohan, you're in this division, right?
I am there. You cannot see my name because I'm very low, but I feel solace in the fact that there are other people who are low. So hopefully we still have half the session to go, and we have a crazy game coming up from here.
Yeah, we'll peek the standings later, but they are really crazy. We've got Lucas currently also pretty low in the standings, working his way out, looking for his first place of the season. Hopefully, he can find one today. But in contention will also be Jesse climbing out of the negatives, Will and Ari, who are both slightly positive and hoping to make the promotion zone into A1.
Mhm.
Lucas will be our
We have a
first dealer.
very,
We've got Will on the
very
right,
interesting hand.
Jesse across the table, Ari on the left. You say they're interesting. I'm looking at this dealer hand.
The Steeler hand looks like a very nice Honitsu, and it's but the right hand side also looks like a very there could be something going on once we drop the set. We have a bit too many blocks. The cross is also a very interesting shape. A lot of pairs and some triplets. That's another triplet. I think that's Ishan. Not quite Ishan 10. But on the left, we have a bit of. Oh, I was going to say slower hand, but I think that is also Ishan 10.
Yeah, will be interesting to see if the 6-0 comes in. You get the nice Yaman weight, if that's the case for Ari. But if not, will you take the Ricci +1 when you've got dealer threatening a flush? Oh, well, there's the 6-0. Easy choice now. Slam that Ricci.
Waiting on the 1-4 so. All the ones held in hand, but there are 3 4-sos left to draw.
I could see the sort of multi-sided defense and offense on display for the other three players at the table. Well, Lucas, no problem calling the 5. Pin, he's got plenty of honor tiles to chew through. Not this 4, so it's going to be a problem.
Ooh.
West and or South and West both shown by. Not seen on the board. The West will come out though.
hmm
Neither is Yakuhai for the Rigi player.
Yeah. The 8, I'm thinking the 8 pin might eventually come out as well. Maybe the South now that we draw the 9 pin.
Yeah,
But
but
I
I'm sure
think we're still interested in pushing if we manage to pawn one of the dragons.
naturally it's awkward that the 7 pin has come out 3 times.
Mm.
But if you draw another 8 pin or 9 pin, I could easily see the 4-so push.
Oh, and here we have maybe it's a decision, unless we think it's too unsafe, which it is Shompai, and it does seem a bit too unsafe. Will is decides to not push the green
Oh,
dragon to
Tempai.
go into a full fold. Oh, reaches Tempai, but gets the drawing the last 7. That is very unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate because that will deal it with the Uda. That would be a Mangon. But as dealer, your Tempai for Lohonitsu, Yakuhai hand of your
Mhm.
own, it's really hard to pass up on that. So it will be Ari getting off to a good start here. Will gets the dealership now, also with the Dragons.
Mm-hmm. Yes, a bit more of a chaotic hand start for most of these players. No one too close to Tempai yet.
Did you catch that pass on the East from Ari, actually? This early high play,
Oh,
the shape's not good enough to call the East, it looks like.
that is interesting. And looking at it further, yeah, it looks like there's only controns and penchons. It's a bit more difficult, and we don't have a pair as well. So I do see this decision to keep the pair of easts, try and sort of hold out of Fable.
We're going to see 3
Not
so.
not too early, but not too late.
Yeah, call, and then, oh, the West was the Tsumogiri. If we passed the Haku, that would have been our Dora para, but it's okay. The West didn't get called, so probably still more out there to find.
hmm But we're very happy if we just managed to reach Tempai by a cheat or self draw.
A lot of hesitation on that 9 pin cut from Lucas. Said, I see the Itsu, but I need the tile acceptance of
hmm
the 13579, which is a really awkward shape. This pair's
It
not.
truly is.
I mean, we need a pair, so we'll take it, but
hmm And there's our Tempai. 3 6 pin.
we also have an Ishanten on the right from Jesse.
リーチ
Oh,
hmm
Tempai. Hey, remember that hand that didn't call the East?
Oh.
That's our Our first Ricci
We're
here.
back.
Immediate chase by
Suji trap
Lucas.
on the 7-mon. Chase, wait on the 2-so.
It,
Very dangerous situation. No tile is safe, given that there's two Ricci players, except if you happen to draw Northwind.
like, ooh,
Ooh.
7-mon. Dealer Tempai.
Dum.
Suji. It's gonna
Mhm.
come out. Shura.
It is Suji. There's no real shared. There's no real shared Genbutsu. At one point, you just have to hold Tenpai and pray.
Yeah, it seems that you do not want to be dealer against an Ari Ricci. Not only will you deal in, but Ari will also hit Ura. Pay a little bit more.
And we got some nice starting draws for Jesse. We're having a very interesting, almost cheat boy hand coming out from Ari with 4 pairs. Across the way, some interesting hand shapes. This is Ishan 10 for Tanya Ipeko. They're curious.
It is going to be exciting, I'm sure, for Jesse to try to build this hand with 2 Dora in your high pie. Your additional set of tiles already contains the value you need. You just need to find the speed. And with mostly central tiles in this hand, Tanya seems like an easy play. Calling a couple times for all middle tiles with 2 Dora, 5,800 points. Totally acceptable total number of points to aim for. Although now we're picking up more pairs.
We can still make a Tanya, but I think the Cheetoy demons might be beginning to speak a little bit.
One of those spots where you look at the cheat toy, you say 7 pairs is a path that we can find, but I'd rather get any open hand. We could even keep this 2-pin and plan to drop the 5-so later if we draw a 3-pin and 6-pin or 3-3-pin.
If someone happened to drop the door right now, would you pawn with
Easily.
this hand?
Yeah, I would pull even if one of my blocks had a terminal, making Tanya a little bit harder. I'm just a big fan of call the door and make a threat.
I agree. Yes, with any other hand, it gets a bit more strange. It does look like Ari has now picked up the 5th pair.
Ooh.
Getting Ishan. Oh, the 5th pair for Jesse as well, but it is. Yeah, we are now at a bit of a crossroads. We could try to make this a normal hand. And there are draws that could make. But I guess we're not Ishan 10 for a normal hand. We're only Ishan 10 for Cheetoy.
Yeah, 6-Os come out twice as well, so it's not the best Cheetoy tile. It's not, you're not really expecting to get Ipego, so once again, you're still totally fine opening the hand.
It is looking like a Cheetoy game because Ari cut the 4-so away from 5 pairs and immediately drew a 2-pin, which would have been Tenpai for Cheetoy.
Yeah, I ended up cutting the 4-pin pair as well, so moving away from
But
pairs, we'll see if it gets rewarded or punished.
It is still Ishan 10 on any 2, 6, 7, 8, 9 draw.
Plenty of draws to Tenpai. Although the 6s and 9s are actually dying. The 9s are all gone.
Interesting pawn. We could be going for Ryokyoku, or perhaps... I should probably just Ryokyoku.
Yeah, just probably aiming for the draw. There's limited chances at the Toy Toy. And that will unlock the 3-pin Chi, so now Jesse takes the open route. Will Ari follow here with Tanya Tenpai?
We do. 2 8-mon weight. None of which are seen.
Jesse.
Oh, and a 2-5 Tenpai.
Oh, Khan. Oh, and
Oh,
Dora.
Khan and Dora.
Oh
Immediate
no,
drop.
if
No
Jesse
fear.
had picked the Shava weight, somehow that would have won. Dude.
Oh, and we're Tenpai.
Okay, with the Khan, we're going to slam the Ricci. And let's wait, 2-mon, 5-mon, 3-so.
Sharing a weight with Jesse as well.
Oh, the 8-mon
Oh, but
sumo.
there's Sumo.
Once again, you cannot stop Ari this game. 3 consecutive wins. And now, we get the Ari dealership.
We're already East 4. And Ari is very happy to keep picking up these points. Ari is very close behind the promotion line. And we are halfway in the round, but getting within those spots is a very comfortable place to be going forward.
Yeah, this is kind of Not terribly surprising for me as somebody who played in A2 last season and got the chance to play against Ari a couple times early in the season, also I believe in session 6. Ari is very consistently good at winning big hands, and so I would not be surprised to see Ari hitting A1 soon. But this season seems particularly tough. Jay, Carl, Michael, Jason, all over 150 points, all over 180 points, with 5 promotion spots. All seems like they've got them all locked up, but who knows what will happen in the latter half of the season.
Mm-hmm. In round 5, I'll be facing Ray, so I'll get my first chance to to I don't know, get completely demolished.
Okay, get your preview out of the way.
Hmm. Yes, very strange hand shapes coming out here. I do like the north drop. It's a bit complicated shape. You could try for some triples, but really just Tanyao is seems like the best bet.
For sure. And even in hands that aren't so naturally Tanyo, I feel like I've seen Ari cut away from the sort of non-value wind pair a lot.
Hmm. Yes, we're getting across the way. We got 4 pairs again, which my Chitoy loving eyes always notices the Chitoy. And on the right, we also no, this is only 3 pairs. But we are getting a bit of it's a bit awkward on a left with Jesse. Jesse's not quite finding the right kind of draws, getting these weird shapes that are like 4-6-6 or 6-6-4.
Oh, interesting spot here. Ari actually choosing to cut 6-pin here holds
Mm.
the 2 5-pin 7-pin acceptance rather than dropping the 1 pin and sticking with the Tanyao call ability.
Mm-hmm.
So Sanchoku available, so 3. So is the choice here,
Oh,
king
I
4 5
see.
6.
Yeah, so we draw the Formon. We even have the chance. I see. I didn't see the Sanchoku until now.
Good vision by Ari. Lucas calling that 6-pin actually really important because the 3s and 6s are super held. Will across the table will also struggle to complete those shapes. Jesse, if you want to use the
Mhm.
door, you gotta sacrifice something. The 7, so he's dropped already, and it's twice cut. So a really tough spot. You don't really want
Yes.
to cut the door either. Could this just be a Cheetoy play at this point?
Mm-hmm. Cutting from the inside seems like we are hoping we might draw another, or perhaps just in general, prioritizing safety, making sure that if someone else calls something, we can just have few lone tiles and we can maybe go for the Cheetoy route. 7 so draw. Oh, 4 so discard.
Yeah, now this is not. I think clearly Ari's aware of this Sandraku and played away from it because of concern about the adjacency to Dora. Wouldn't be that surprising for Lucas to be holding a 6-8 so shape, and the 7 so could deal into that. So chooses instead to drop the 4, so I believe for safety reasons.
Yes, first one. And we reach our own tempi on the 7 pin, which all of which is held. And we also share the weight with Lucas, who is in weight on the 7 pin and 8 so. The
Another
8 so itself is 1 held and 1 involved.
another way to accommodate the loss of value there is just draw the door yourself, and you get to incorporate it into your hand rather than having to give up on the hand. Tempai, no Yaku across the
Oh,
way.
5 pin, 7 pin, of which 5 pin is once in within a chi block, but the other is still within the wall.
It's
One
really,
tile left, it is simply the east wind. We end and exhausted.
yes, the 7-pin lock was made it impossible really for both Lucas and Ari to win. Only Lucas with chances on the final 8 so, which ended up being dead balled. So
Mm-hmm.
repeat East 4-1.
Some a little rough, definitely some rough starting hands opening out, particularly for Navitas with all these honors. But we have a pair of honors, and we can make it through with that. Now a triplet of forest pins, we could find something still.
It looks like Navi is going to play relatively efficiently, not going to try to hunt extra Yaku out. Just look for the fast win. And that third Hatsu is actually really nice. Now you can stay closed and slam an expensive reach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Jesse on the left going for this Honitsu, keeping that 1-2 block just in case, but it is looking like this is a very nice Honitsu, and could even become Chinitsu given the right kind of draws, with a very nice shape that can expand upon pretty much any Sozu draw.
Hey, also suited. And the Haku come out twice cut. Not the worst loss of Onitsu efficiency.
Can also help with that camouflage, where you're not trying to tell the table too quickly that you're going for this. You can maybe get some more Sozu drops from Will that you can chi.
Yeah, once one so two so comes out, it's pretty clear that you're doing Sozu.
So with this pair of Dora, and with all these triplets and pairs, I wonder what kind of calls we might end up seeing from Ari going forward.
Yeah, actually the 3-mon was interesting choice. Of course, with the 1-mon already being discarded, 2-mon would lead to a 50-10 open-ended shape. So I'm just looking for an opportunity to move into Tanya. I wonder if there's a draw that'll get us there. Well, how about this 5? Or Chito Ishantan? It actually commits with a
Yes.
7-pin
Oh,
discard.
that is interesting. I do see it.
Yeah, I was
We can
thinking Ari might hedge with the 1 so and maybe look for some
mhm,
Tanya calls, but instead just takes the immediate efficiency.
yes. And now we discard the one so. Even though the East is technically for our turn, we still have the option of drawing it ourselves. There's only one East actually in the discard, so we could just draw it. We could just draw it, and no one else is holding that other East.
Yeah, this late you might expect if the other players had it, you would have seen it. So even though
Gee.
you've cut it yourself, your 10, you still might expect it to be in the wall.
Oh, and we're Tenpai with Jesse for Chinitsu.
Just on the 5, so it just came out. Ari got it off in time.
Two more left that are both in the wall. Wrong
What
five.
tile improves our weight here?
Yeah.
Each.
Oop, hold that thought. Richie on the right. Lucas finally gets there. Oh, the 7-mon Ipatsu. It's gotta come out.
Oh.
It's a double
Oh,
roll.
double wrong.
Reach Ipatatsu Dora. And no, I just 8,000 there. And then the hand for Will be Tayadora 1. So 2,000 points. The home ball will go to Lucas, though, adds an extra 300 points. And now, Jesse has fallen. It is Lucas who's
Devastating
caught up.
mercy. That is certainly a hand that I would push 9 times out of 10. In fact, maybe 10 times out of 10. Having Chinitsu and Tenpai, it's a bit of a rough hand to fold with.
Yeah, you're not too perturbed by the double roll. It's just unfortunate that you drew the immediate deal to the Ricci. And now Lucas pulls in a great Kanchan. Dora 2, East pair, Ishanten for a 3-han already.
Very nice.
Question. 1-mon comes out. Do you pull?
Oh, I think I might, but if I were interested in pawning the 1, I might have kept the 2 because then I'm able to pawn the East and have a multi-sided weight. And we Chi here, waiting for that Shabo weight, where only the East will actually give us Yaku.
Yeah, and I think Lucas actually hesitated a little bit on the one of the earlier cuts. Not, in my mind, not because he was thinking so much about what he wanted to cut, but rather just deciding if he's going to be willing to open up since the East is once cut. You're really relying on a single tile to get you there.
Oh, we have a chance to get to spread our weight, but we would lose a door in the process. So we choose not to.
Yeah, we need the East and a pair.
Oh yeah, we also need it for Yaku.
But this does move us in the direction of
Yeah.
Chanta.
It does. Because that could be our alternative win condition if we manage to find... Well, maybe? What kind of hand shape would we get? If we wanted to get to Chanta, we would need to maybe draw another 1-mon, toss the 4 before Town the East. It's a little difficult to work with.
Yeah, it would really just be the 2-mon or 3-mon draw. And then you take the sort of Ipeko shape, although we're open.
This is what I was thinking with that Tuso kind of very on, is there was sort of the hint of Sanchoku a bit early on with 113, 1-3, and then 1-1-1-2.
Yeah, you might be right about
That
that.
But then again, cutting the 5 really early makes it a bit obvious to me, particularly if you have like Kanchan and you're waiting on this unfortunate Shaba where you only need one Wintal. Tossing into that 5 when you still have
Beat.
like average 6 to 12 turns to even get to Tempai on your own, it could make things a bit harder for you with
Oh,
regards
I
to
guess
people's
the
sending.
Tempai
We have a reach on
will
the left.
chase, but the 3 is gonna
Jump.
deal in.
Oh,
Ipots Taya Pihu. And man, we've seen you cannot fight against an Ari Rishi. You just deal in.
mm-hmm.
But
That
certainly
is unfortunate.
understandable chase from Will with the pair of Dora. Ipeiko opportunity as well. It was a huge chance.
Yes. Ricci, it would have been Ricci, maybe Ipeco Door too. Certainly, certainly his own manga. But he seems to be at least the sort of starting boon of a Chun triplet. The rest of our shapes are a bit of a Kanchan Penchon issue, but at the very least with this Chun triplet, we're able to keep ourselves open, figure out like not really worry about Tanya too much. And on the left, we also have a lot of pairs. Seems as though that only one of them is actually occupied, but it
Boom.
does. I wonder how much of a consideration Honitsu is. This next cut might tell us a lot. Okay, cut of the Haku. There is a chance, I'm not entirely sure though, because it's a bit far, but I would be interested to see if Navitas decides to go for full Honitsu versus just get a Tenpai.
Boom.
Get Pawn.
Boom.
It looks like we're mostly trying to just go for a regular hand that can just win anything. We are in second place already, and maybe in South too, if you win this hand, survive 2 more rounds in second
Gee.
place, you'll be able to sort of get away
Jump.
from this with not too much of a loss. But we do get Rond upon entering Tenpai for South only, from Ari again. We're entering South 3. A Blitz State, oh my goodness. Will's hand, well, I should say the dealer's hand is also extremely fast. 1-2-3, 2-3-4, something along those lines. But Will can also start off with a lot of pairs, 4 pairs already. So we are getting this sort of pawn and cut the 9. We could go for a sort of toy here, or sort of go for a normal hand. 9-pin is a very nice sort of safe cut where you don't really need it for your hand, whether you want it to go for a normal hand or for toy. So
Boom.
get a nice non-committal hand waiting for things to go on. We get another pawn. And it does look like other people's hands are also shaping up. Oh, this might be... Oh, this is a really interesting Honitsu. Cutting away the 8-mon. This is really interesting. The 9-pin discard earlier makes people sort of think that you're not really going for Honitsu. And certainly... Oh...
Boom.
And the pawn of the east, too. This is exceptional. With this pair cut, people are now starting to sort of get scared. We are also having some scary hands as well across on the right, which I believe is Ishanten. There's a very strong Ipeiko happening here. Across the way, we have, well, 4 pairs, but also in general, very strong hand shapes.
Beat.
And on the left, we have, on the right, we have Tenpai, yes, for a not quite Ipeiko, but it is Rishi Pinfu. We're down to 3-6, so, and this definitely might be rough, particularly when your 3 calls in like Will is. On the left, we have 4 2-pins, but we do have one of them embedded pretty deeply inside our sequence. I don't believe we'll see a close con anytime soon, particularly because this Dealer Ricci from Jesse is going to be very dangerous if any like new Dora, new Con Dora, new Conora Dora show up. We do not really want we don't really want Jesse to have any of this, so I don't really expect a close con anytime soon. We draw into a pair of 6-pins, and we are Ishanten for this Toy Honitsu.
Can we jam 4?
This is... Well, we do jam 4. And I guess that's one chance on the Tuso, and we don't really have many other options. We could toss some of these honors, but most of these honors are also Shapo. not Shabo.
Chapo.
Show. Shompa.
It is
Yeah.
Shompai.
Shompai.
But yeah, this
That's the
5 pin
one.
is actually an interesting keep here because so many of the threes and fours have been depleted. You start to wonder just how useful that's going to be. But if you, at the very least, if you see the 7 pin, maybe you can go to a Tonki.
Mhm. Yes, we see a decline of a pawn from Navitas on Green Dragon, and most likely decline on the Red Dragon as well, trying to fold more so than chase. But this is Tenpine 467 pin.
Yeah, 4, 5, 7. Where the 5 gives Toy Toy as well, and the 5 pin is also Genputsu to the Ricci.
Mhm. A lot of them are trapped in other players' hands.
Yeah, Lucas goes hot to hot. It does not take any risk here.
Hmm. Yes, there is a small chance there are a few tiles of each. I believe there is two 4 pins left in the wall. I don't think there are any more 5 pins in the wall, unless I'm reading the discards. No, I think there's no more 5 pins left. And three of the sevens are being held, but there's one more. Oh, we shift to the 4
Oh, and
pawn.
this could win. Ari with 3 door will
Oh,
call,
oh,
drop the
it
4 pawn.
does! The last minute shift for Toy Toy Pay.
Yeah, it was just a tile that was too dangerous to drop and ended up winning on it. That happens actually more often than you think. You have the choice between pushing a somewhat dangerous tile and keeping the good weight, or you know playing it more conservatively and holding the risky tile. And
Hmm.
actually, the EV is not so bad for the conservative play.
Indeed, particularly since there are only 7 tiles left in the wall, it was much more likely for the game to end exhaustive. It just sort of matters if you're Tempai. And 5 pin, as you said earlier, was a very, very safe. Well, not very, very safe, but definitely on the safer side. More so than 4-mon, which was not Suji by any means.
Yeah, and sometimes you just win, as was the case here. Well,
Sometimes.
we are in South 4.
Sometimes you
Adi,
do just win.
the dealership, East player with 48,900 points. We'll see if the league gets
Very,
extended
very strong
or
read.
if Lucas or Will can get back over a 30,000 point, and maybe Jesse can pull a
Hmm.
comeback in this hand.
Indeed. Jesse will need a pretty strong hand to do it, which is going to be a bit hard to do given that Will and Navitas are going to be sort of fighting each other for this. They're only 300 points away from each other, and also both within around 2,000 points from that 30k line. So they're going to be aiming for fast hands with maybe a door 1 or door 2 to get themselves over that line. So it's going to be a hard job for Jesse to sort of work with to try and get somehow like this Hanuman or this honestly even I think Baimon might be necessary to get over.
Now, Hanuman Sumo will do it.
Oh, get into second. I was thinking about the 30k. Yeah,
Oh
Hanuman
yeah,
Sumo will
for
get
30k,
into.
you're definitely gonna need a little bit more.
Hmm. But I believe It looks like it's coming to be. Honestly, maybe Chinitsu might be the move he ends up taking.
Yeah, like Chinitsu isn't your first thought here, but that is a route to Hanuman.
Yes, but then again, we do have one door in hand, and we don't necessarily need to not be in fourth. We're not on the ranked ladder. So long as we get even maybe 5k more, that is +5 on the standings. That is a significant margin. We are trying to beat out people who are maybe
See,
only 10 points higher than you, or trying not to lose people who are only 10 points lower than you. That +5, even if you're still in fourth, can make the difference.
for sure. Jesse aiming for the Dora draw, but holds the Tuso as well. I was thinking he might cut the Tuso, given that the one so is all discarded, so there's no Ipego on that side.
Hmm. So we're now technically in. I mean, we were also in floating Ishanten before, keeping this 5 mon.
By the way, Ari found Tempai on the 6-mon Tonki.
Home.
Lucas calls Ishanten Tanyador 1. That's good enough. 369?
That
I
is
would
very nice.
absolutely slam that. All right, but that's going to be a chi,
Yeah.
presumably. If you trust the 3-mon. No, doesn't trust it. Lucas
Mm.
says,
But we also have a Tempai.
yeah, now Tupin
We
Tupin.
fold out, which makes sense. Navitas.
Lucas says, I've seen this story play out so many times. Dealer gets the Ricci. Ari gets the Ricci. Ari wins the Ricci. She's not going to take any risks here. Oh, but we have the Tempai from Jesse, and you might.
Oh,
Ooh, do you just 7-pin Dama? Or do you go for it?
oh, I think you have to. I guess we don't. Yeah,
Jesse's
because
got
the idea.
Itsulas.
Yeah, but it is a little unfortunate that. Actually, no, never mind. Only if
Gee.
you step by. That's why it's red. We could try and go for this weight shift, but in all likelihood, a very valid option is to
Gee.
just hope that the game ends an exhaustive draw, collect your 1,000 stick,
Hmm.
and then go try again for another Hanuman Sumo next turn.
Ooh, this 3 so might come out. It's one chance, but no. Red zone holds strong. Will not quite close enough to winning to try to risk that. And Jesse seven seven
Like very
seven
funny
seven.
draws. It's all that means it's all safe, you know. Like it's very nice for Jesse considering that he's not yet like he does
Dora.
not really. Oh, and this might be the tile he was waiting
It's
for.
me Fury 10 though.
But
The
we have
six
only
nine.
4 tiles left.
Each.
Oh, it's gonna slam
Yeah.
it. Despite the Fury 10, no
Oh,
9-mon left. Going for the big value. Is it a 6-mon for Ipeko?
there's one 6-mon
No!
left. Oh,
He
it doesn't
ran the
come
math
out.
there. It's like there's probably one 6-mon left in the wall. It'll be Reach, Ipats, Sumo, Pihu, Ipeko, Dora Dora, Haite, Baimon. That will get me over
And that would have
31.
got it over.
What a play.
Oh,
I'm sad it didn't
if
win.
only
There
we
was a
could have
6-mon
clipped
in the
that.
wall.
Yeah, that would have been an amazing clip.
A genius move,
Okay,
but it
and
didn't come together. Ari still gets the to repeat though. Even with the lead, you must pass the dealership to end the game.
indeed. Yes. So no, Lucas is in a better position. He's only 1.1k away from the 30k line, and he's much more. He has a much better gap between him and Will. So only like a 3.7k gap. Still not the best, but definitely not the sort of 1k Tanya hand that you're going to be scared of from a player right below you.
I look at this hand for Ari. This is insanity. Perfect Ishanten. Ooh. We'll play the 5. Yeah, you can sacrifice the Dora for Pinufu and Sanchoku. And with Dora 1.
Home.
And you're still also with this very willing to just call either 2-mon or 3-pin and just be temp on that Tanya. But you can also now. Would you chi a 1-pin if you got it from
No.
Jesse?
Not the 1-pin. I was thinking about the 4-pin though. You could chi 4, 5, 6 and wait on the Shampoo, or you could chi 2, 3, 4 and just sacrifice the Dora.
I see.
You could chi
Well, now
2,
here's
3,
the
4
second
and wait
question.
with the Dora. A lot of options if the 4-pin
Yeah.
comes out.
Yeah. If the 1-mon comes out, I think it's the same as what you said, where you probably. Well, would you chi a 1-mon? Because now you don't need to discard a Dora, so you'd be chiing
I think that
Azuke, but you have 2 Dora.
yeah, I think the hand's too good to be Atosuke.
I think I. Yeah, I think I agree. Because we're dealer, we're already very ahead. We don't really need to make these risky calls for value. We can just sort of just stay behind.
Yeah, I think we have plenty of
Gee.
decent Tanyao calls as well. Like we can pass the 1-mon and call the 2-mon or the 4-mon instead, and just be in a better position.
Yes, Jesse's trying to get his way back. It does look like there could be a Sononko on the way. Well, a Sononko is always one of those ones where you never really know when it comes. When it does, it's never actually there. We are Tempai on the right. Navita's trying to get this fast win on the 8-on, but 3 of them are held in hand by Jesse.
Each.
1 left. We get Tempai as well from Will.
2, 5,
Uchi on
8.
the. Ooh, very nice weight. A lot of them in the wall as well.
Oh, there's another pair for
2, 3,
Jesse.
5, 6. Actually, only 3 that are in the wall. There's one of them.
Lucas will
Don't.
try
And we
it.
chase.
He had his condition
Ooh.
to get second place over 30k. It does deal in, and that's actually, I think that's going to change position. It will. Not enough
It
for Will to get
will.
over 30,000 points, but claim second place in the game. Ari, the big winner, plus 38.9. Huge set of hands. Of course, this game. Will, 0.5 points to the negative, barely in second. Lucas seats the 8.4, And Jesse at even -30, which is not that bad. Gave himself chances to come back, but didn't quite come to fruition.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very exciting game. Oh, and this does put Jesse and Lucas both in the demotion zone, which is, again, we're only halfway in the season. It feels like everyone's in the demotion zone. I checked the standings. I was like, what the heck's going on here? It's kind of scary.
Yeah, this is a crazy season in A2. It keeps getting tougher every time.
Yes. Oh, and now you see me all the way third, third from the bottom.
Yeah, we'll see. At this point in the season, being at even -200 is not a death sentence. There's
Mhm.
still time to catch up. Actually, I think we're gonna have a commentator coming soon who has had the experience of being in A2, being in the lower portion of the standings. In fact, being the lowest player in the standings about halfway through, and then by the end of the season, having escaped. And that player is now in the top 4 of A2 this season. So,
Mhm.
it's a bit of variance from season to season, but definitely not impossible as long as you give yourself the chance to come back.
Indeed. But we do have around half the season left to go, so there's always a chance to come back. If you lose 180 points in the first half, you can always gain 180 points in the second. And vice versa. If you gain 180 points in the first half, you can always lose that 180 points.
You lose 180 points in one session.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Well, you need -45. That would be, what, you get like 5K in a row? 5K,
Yeah,
5K, 5K, 5K game, that would be -25. Well, I guess if the floating works in your favor, that's 10K. But I believe we'll do the handoff here. It was great talking with you, Nathaniel, and I'll hand it off to Carl.
very good. Thank you so much, Mohan. Welcome to Carl. We are going to hop straight into game number 2 of the session. We didn't get enough of this table. Carl, did you get the chance to see much of that first game? Let me have this open. There we go. And there we go. All right, East 1, Lucas first dealer, Jesse to the right. Already crossed the table, Will on our left. This is the 4th game of their series, so they're finishing up session 4. We are in the 2nd week of the 4th session. And dealer now pulling in pairs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Chito Ishantan. Welcome. 6 Monas Ladora. Are we thinking this is going to be anything other than Chitoy?
Probably not. It's really hard to draw into other things with these shapes.
Yeah, and that 8 so keep really telling. Losing the 5 mon as a draw to accept shape sequence with the Dora. And the 8 so is a tile that you'd expect to be safe. I don't know about you, but when I see 9 so, 6 so back to back, I pretty much assume that the 7 so and the 8 so are going to be pretty harmless. So it's a really sneaky weight.
Indeed.
Okay, well, there's a sequence, and Lucas says, nope, I've made up my mind, so it will be Chitoy. Now we look to the other players. Jesse aiming to come back from that last game. Maybe 567 Sanshoku, maybe Tanya Pinhu. We'll see what type of reach he comes out. Definitely doesn't want to open. It feels like this hand could be worth a lot more than Tuhan open.
Chi.
Or I take that back, he does open. Would you make that call?
Maybe. Hard to say.
Yeah, part of the issue is that the 258 was 5010 with the 8 pin having come out, and the 5s were somewhat depleted. The twos were a couple times discarded, so maybe it was time to make the move.
Each.
But oh, it was gonna give a big tempai to Lucas. Takes the hell weight Hatsu.
Oh, what's gonna get on it? It's kind of hard to fall into that.
Yeah, this is if you draw it, you deal in. Tempai for Jesse. Will he fight? Has to be wondering why the 8-so came out. The 7-so is a little tricky to push, but jams it anyway.
Did you ever take the campus snipe 6-so content?
Oh, that's interesting.
Maybe
I'm
he
not sure.
thinks 2-5S is too dangerous.
I think it might be too dangerous. But I would be thoroughly confused as to why there is an 8-so in that hand.
Indeed.
Oh, it's still not seen. 8-mon also live in the wall. Another Gambitsu tile. Oh, found. Lucas
Oh,
롱.
will not be winning this. Sniped by Jesse's 2-mon. The 8-so did not come out either, so looks like none of those weights were going to win.
dude, we're gonna see a calm ending to a crazy hand.
Yeah, if I get that Chitoi Tempai from Lucas's perspective, I am so optimistic. You know, I expect... I don't expect to get Tempai, but if I do get Tempai, I kind of really feel optimistic about winning. And I don't know, I feel like Lucas could be pretty optimistic about this hand with a pair of Dora. That is his wind in the north seat. And Ari's got a hand where the north could be used for Chitoi, but if it builds in a normal fashion, the north could just come out.
Indeed.
I personally like the 5-mon cut there because I'm thinking more about Chitoi or, you know, P3 Peko, something like that. I'm not really thinking about building up to triplets.
Fair. I think that's interesting. Yeah, that's a good cut. Also, we might want to give a better chance to use the north.
Yeah, exactly. If we start to think about triplets, then the north gets hard to keep. Back-to-back Mon draws for Will across the table, and this means that
지.
could see Ipego in the works. There's only 1 2-mon left, but it's out there somewhere.
Lucas opening up or quicker route to Tempai.
Yeah, it's kind of sneaky. He's only cut like 1s and 9s or lower tiles,
이치.
so it doesn't look like it's a Atsuzuke. This looks like a Tanyao. But we'll see the Richi from Jesse. 4-so Chun Shabo. Ooh, if Will decides to break, might go Chun Chun. That would be devastating. He has other options to start.
That might still come out though.
Haku's good enough. Yeah, 2-mon, I guess, is
Khan.
okay. Oh, Khan.
Oh,
That's plus 1
Hans
Han.
himself with Dora.
It's not actually plus 1 Han, but like sort of equivalent. And Lucas is out, despite the door, too.
Yes, his hand is simply too slow.
Will's playing it safe. 2-mon instead of the red dragon. Something like the 8-pin could be a try. It is once cut. There's lots of middle pin tiles discarded. Oh, 8-so goes through.
Yes, we can safely assume that this is going to be a safe fold.
It's, oh, door 3. But it's far too late for Will to have a say here. Finds the safe one. Let's see, Lucas, do you have a safe tile? 5-pin, yeah. It's going to get out. Looks like it is going to be Gyukyoku. Ari had no chance ever to drop the north, and so could not push the hand. It will be Jesse the only player Tempai, but gets a chance to repeat and has double east paired up.
Right, seems like Ari's gonna go for some kind of final hand. Oh, with a chance for Itsu. And Will's got a fairly medium hand. Yes, with Dora acceptance. And Lucas has got the best hand, it seems, at the moment.
For sure. It's
Gee,
unfortunate that our
for
pair is not the
3-4.
yeah, we've got the 4-so pair instead of the like 6-pin pair, but we can keep thinking about it.
7.
Well, if you draw 2S, then it might happen.
Yeah, right? I would certainly play for it. No, that's not right. We just
That is a draw that will lose the SK.
Gonna step away for a moment, Carl. I'll leave it to you.
Okay. Interesting choice. Jesse decides to break the 7-9P contra. And across the way, Bill just casually walking into a G2A Yishang 10.
Home.
Thinking long and hard about this pawn. Well, decides to pivot into Toy Toy. I cannot believe that the double tone is still in the wall. Fortunately for Jesse, he's still waiting for it. Okay, that's Toy Toy Tenpai on 5M and 7S. One of each in the wall. And and Jesse is Yakula's Tenpai on 4-7S. Jesse finds the double tone, and it's Tenpai on Tanki 6. So there's one left in the wall. Oh, there might be a switch, yes. Jesse switches on to the door Tanki, which is also one left in the wall. I think nobody's going to deal into the door Tanki, so Jesse might have to try to draw it himself. There's a chance that will push the door
Sumo.
Tanki. Oh, that's Sumo. Nice. A nice mangan for Jesse. We go into a second combat. Jesse starts the hand with a chance to go Tanya. The right, Ari's got a possibility for 6-7-8 Sanshoku. Across the way. Seems like slow hands. That could go multiple ways depending on draws. Oh, he draws the Hatsu Uncle first, which will allow him to open quickly and shut down the stewardship. I mean, see a tries to keep the Dora or not for Lucas. Decides to break the 6A Contran to keep Dora and the floater for S. Oh, and got immediately rewarded.
Reach.
That's Tenpai. Reached tiny alpine for Ari with a chance of a Sanshuk Donjin. Very nice Senpai, and Jesse unfortunately holds the single 5B that is going to do in.
Sumo.
Nicely passes Sumo for Ari, just only getting 8,000. It was really close with one Ura, you would have gone to profile then. Ari. So I'm going to see a very good hand for the other Ari.
Boom.
With a 3-sided weight. Decides to keep the Yakuhai tone. Oh, but Jesse is drawing very fast. It's already 2 Shanten. See across the way. Got a 2 Shanten for Will. That will most likely be a pinful. And on the left,
Reach.
we got not so good hand after the Ricci dropped. Could have been a very good hand. No, the dealer is in Ricci with AM Kanchan. This might just have to be a thought for Lucas and Will. Jesse is daily chance 10 and has not very good tiles to fold with. So we might see Jesse just pushing for it. Lucas draws another one of Ari's weights. Now there's only one left in the wall. But Jesse already decided to follow cut the safer 6M. We might just see this go to Ryokyoku. Oh,
Reach.
that is Tenpai for Lucas, and he decides to chase with a 2-5P weight, which there is only one 5P in the wall, unfortunately. Okay, so I don't know, it seems to have been a theme for this Huntram that we have people fighting each other on with there only one left, of course, in our perspective. Okay, welcome back.
Yeah, Carl, thank you for holding down the fort. I have to know, did the 234 Sajuku win?
No,
It's because I left. Oh, we'll stay here. We'll stay here till the end of the hand. What?
Okay.
Adi
It was just
did not win?
okay. This white's got destroyed by Lucas.
Ah, I see. Alright. East 3, repeat 1. 2 reach sticks to collect. Nice Tanyao hand if you're looking for speed in order to vacuum up those points. Hatsu pair as well. Okay, maybe not Tanyao, maybe it's open up with dragons, and the shapes are good enough that you could even just find a Ricci. What else have we got on the right? Maybe a Ricci, maybe it turns into Tanyao. You have to cut the 9 pin in the 1 so though. Across the way, there's 2, 3, 4.
Yes. You see him
Reach.
immediately. Whoa, he even cut the 1M Dora to confirm the 2, 3, 4
Wow,
pins.
that's commitment. I approve. I also approve of this Rigi.
A very good Richie with 3 of the weights in the wall.
Do you ever consider waiting 1 turn for the 6 pin or 7 pin draw?
No, I think not.
Hatsu is just so good here.
Dude. Oh. Everybody's just diligently folding. See if anybody has a chance to come back in. I see Will has a Ishan 10. That looks pretty nice. That is not the draw. But decides to jam.
Mom will go
Anyways.
Still 3 tiles live.
That is a very complex shape. That maybe not the best when somebody is in Rishi.
I prefer to have a little more time to think. We'll play the 1 chance 7 pin. Still holds the Ishan them. Starting to wonder if there is a Hatsu in the wall. Could she for Tenpai would have to jam a 6 pin.
Chi.
Will and does jam the 6 pin. Wow. Aggression here.
That seems to be Will's playstyle, as I observed from this last 2 Hanchan. He's very willing to jam tiles or Champai, even at Ishan 10.
Yeah, Tenpai is Tenpai. And this one also gets the upgrade to 5, 6, 7 Sancho now if the 5 so were to come out. 2 of those in the wall. As well as copy of the 8 so. Oh, Hatsu.
Oh,
ドン
Each Hatsu Ura.
oh, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, Ari's having a day. I feel like every time I stream Ari, it's always a good game, a big score. Maybe that's the secret to promotion.
Maybe that is.
Have me watch all the games.
Oh, yeah, and we already know when you're watching, there's a higher chance of 2, 3, 4 Sanshouku.
Of course. Now, East Call with Dora 2 in hand. Classic. Just push for a win. And most likely what you're going to get is another 8 mon or 9 mon Palm or drawn, and then play the 2 Gyaman shapes. 6, 7 pin, 4, 5 so. So very clear route for Will. You're really hoping for the 8 mon though.
Oh, he decides to keep the 5 mon.
Yeah, I guess you can cheese 6 mon in some cases. Cut 9 mon, 9 mon. But yeah, it's gonna come out. Now Ishantam. Jesse collecting a lot of pin tiles, but not fully committing to the flush. They're not going 4, so 3, so. Presumably we'll see the Hatsu here. No, let's the 6 mon go. Says, I don't need to.
Home.
That is Tempai to 5S. Which we might see coming out of Ari's hands very soon.
Yeah, unless a 3 so or 4 so is drawn, 2 so is definitely coming out.
Or the 5
Don't.
so
From
from here.
first. Yeah, very natural cut. Will not being able to catch a break though in this early going. Will get the dealership though in East 4.
A nice high five.
Yeah, some pretty fantastic high-fi all around. Maybe Jesse, the only player that is struggling here out of the
Chi.
gates. Will just Chi?
Go for it. Chanta.
What is this Chi? Chanta?
It's a Chanta. Yep.
Haku Atosuke? Ato Atosuke?
Either one. Yeah.
Not Haku anymore. Yeah, this is a hand, or that's a call that says this hand's never going to win, so let's just make some calls and see what happens. Alright, Chanta 1 to 3 Sancho here.
But everybody has such a quick hand. It's gonna be hard for Jesse.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, this 3 so has some utility, allows you to incorporate the 2 so. In fact, going 1 here, moving in the direction of Tanyao,
本
and reclaims a pair, so back to the Chitoy thoughts if he chooses to accept it. Could also 5 so or 2 so.
Let me see. That's a Peiko Tenpai for Lucas, waiting on 6 only.
Kind of awkward. Tempai.
Oh, there's a shift.
Could go Shaba with a 7 so cut. Could go Tanya with a
Pick
9
up
so cut.
5 so, I think.
Each.
Yeah, 5 so is the wide weight.
Yes.
But what about the like potential Sadanko cutting,
I think, wait.
like Sonic or Suanko cutting 9 so?
Ah, that is an idea. But he decides to go for speeds.
Yeah, that's a classic Navi play. When you have the option, go for the wide one. It's okay to sacrifice a little value in order to win. And if you get the 9 so at least you have Ipeko.
Ari is still holding on for this Tong door 2 hand.
Door 2 making a 5. Also, the 7 pin came out very early on. So the 8 pin not as dangerous as you might think just looking at the tiles that have been discarded. Or still present in the discards. That's
You see that there is still one 9 so left in the wall.
hey!
Oh, and he
No,
draws
but-
it.
いつもいいペコ。No, but Lucas climbs up again. 24-2 as we enter South round. South 1.
not the happiest high pie. I see some kind of points before, so never mind. I cuts.
I appreciate the amount of time it took for Lucas to discard. There's just no optimism here. What do you do but play for Tanyo? You have to cut.
I don't like
two,
the
three,
play for
four, five,
Tanya.
six.
I think I will go. I'll try to look for Heinz here. But I guess that's. Yeah, but one has maybe before 9, before play. But that's just some minor difference. I feel like most of the time this hand is just going nowhere.
Well, that's a start. Yeah, it feels like the other hands should be faster. On the right, we've got a nice 7-pin draw. Could think about 5, 6, 7 sound moving in the direction of Tanya and that aforementioned sequence play. Audi with 3 for 5, Sancho chance, and maybe slim thoughts at the 1, 2, 3. Really want 3 for 5 because of the 5-pin Dora. Oh, hello, 6-0. For both Jesse
Very
and
good drive.
Ari.
Oh, Ari. Trying to move into 1, 2, 3 Sancho.
Do 4-pin or straight up 7? Yeah, we'll go 4-pin here. I think I prefer the 7, maybe.
The 7 pin?
7 bond.
Or the 7M. Oh, I see. Yeah, that allows you to draw the
Like,
Ipeco.
if you draw the 5-pin, then you have the Sancho chance, but it's not guaranteed with the 5/8 mon weight. So maybe it's better to just guarantee the Ipeco Tanya Pifidor too.
Oh.
I guess if you're drawing the 5-pin anyway, you're already super happy, so it doesn't matter quite what your leftover shape is. That 3-pin gives 50-10. Chance. 50-10 chance. Let's go back.
Oh. We just saw Ari gave up the Dora for possibility of a Sancho.
I love it.
I think maybe could have been 5M first.
Yes.
I
yes.
guess the indicator is 2 out, so there is some balancing.
Oh no, that's 3 mon here from Navi. It is Tempai. We could cut the 9 mon
Yeet.
playing the Tanya Shabo, and we'll just do so. Alright, pressure applied. Jesse, what's your play? Or just jam. Not really any safety in his hands, so let's just play our strong Ishantan.
Each.
Yeah, just jamming. Could try to Gembu snipe the 8-mon, but Tanyadora wants to get the Mongon out of his hand, really. Oh no!
Left, right. Let's see. So there's only 1 4S left for in the wall for Lucas. There are still 3. Yeah, there are still 3 5 a.m. left. Oh, and that cannot.
Yeah, the rewarded for the reaching here. Reach me for Tanyadora, and Uda is going to maintain still 8,000 points, but Jesse reclaiming the lead. A very nice Mongon. I wonder if there's more Ho players in A2 than A1 currently.
Not sure.
Just realizing that if you get a game in
I
A2
know
right now, there's a decent chance you get
Jesse and Lucas. And
Max.
oh yeah, Max. Right.
And I think Cliff is in A2 right now, and maybe some other players as well. I'm not looking at the full standings though, but maybe we can check after the game. Yeah, very cool to see such high ranks here on the server. And I know there's a lot of people that also could be people that just don't play a lot of 10-hole ranked, so
Indeed.
two so ahead of the east.
Seems like a hand could be Tanya.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
and Qitui.
So Jesse really likes this east. He thinks it's in the wall. He's right. And if you're going for Chitoy, you do want to keep tiles that you think are in the wall. I just don't know if Jesse really wants to go Chitoy.
I have a feeling that he will call the first pawn that comes out.
Home.
Sure enough. And decided. Now, Lucas, well, that was a tempai, but Lucas says, I can do better. Takes the huge Ishanten instead.
Home.
This is Tenpai on 478.
Oh, and this is going to deal in.
Indeed.
Each. Long.
Fortunately.
Big tempai from Lucas, but Jesse got there too quickly. That's a spot where, you win 1,500 points. You normally feel like, oh, maybe I could have gotten more out of that. But Jesse stopped Lucas from his monster 3-sided Richitanya Pinshu. That's a win in itself.
Yes.
Better yet, you
Yeah.
know that it had a
Gee.
potential to be a big hand because the Richi came out and you prevented it from going any further. Right, interesting chi from Will.
That is a confirmation for Junchang Sanshiku.
Yeah, with the 9-pin being Dora, I'm a bit hesitant to call the 8-pin when I have a pair of 9s because the 8-pin is the Dora indicator. So you have one in the wall, you've called one, you need one more, and there are 2 available.
Oh.
Anyone that is using a Dora will want to use the 8-pin as well. And so chances are that one of the 2 players that you can't cheat from also draws it and might discard it. So chances are somewhat limited. But when you have Sanchoku to add on, it certainly does incentivize the call a little bit more, so it's not so easy in my mind to decide what to do, but it's hard for me to say no to Sanchoku. In the end, you can still pair up the 9-pin again and have just a monster hand.
Sure. Sorry, already Ishan 10 for potential 3-4-5 Sanshiku.
Each.
And now Tempai for Lucas for each Pinshu. 4-7, so the weight could
Gee.
call into Tempai, does jamming the 6-pin, the Dora Suji 6. He can see 3 8-pins though, so it's not as bad as you'd normally expect it to be. And will Jesse shut down another Lucas Ricci?
Long.
He will.
Another 1500.
Yeah, already dropping the safe to Mon. Safe to the Ricci, but not to the dealer. And wow.
Ooh. This looks like.
Home.
Yep. 12,000 at least.
East. Wind, a red dragon. Flush. Half flush. Ooh. Already Ishan done.
Oh,
We go to west preemptively.
this is great.
Just disguise, disguise, disguise.
Oh, but the fourth cell is pretty held up.
Oh,
It's not
yeah.
coming. Oh no!
That West would have been really helpful
There
now.
was our chance for 18,000.
Okay, still plenty of nines on the wall. We could get it back. Chitoi Shanta.
Normally, I would think that Will has a pretty good hand, but because of Jesse's pressure, nobody's cutting the Yaku eyes.
I'm very intrigued by Lucas's hand. He does have Chitoi, or two potential, but also a pair of each of the fours. And
Oh.
a dragon. So you could Pon, Toi Toi, Doko, Yaku High.
Boom.
That'll be great. What's the weight?
Could 7 so for the Tonki, could 6 mod, or sorry, 7 so for the Kanchan, 6 so for the Tonki.
It's an interesting move to switch onto the Dora Tanki here, if you ever draw it.
Yeah, I don't know though that anyone is suspecting Honitsu. Like, okay, yeah, the 9 so came out after 3, so that 3 pin rather, that could be a tell.
Reach.
Oh. You see Lucas going onto the Dora Tanki. Richie Chitoi Dora 2.
South Huritan. Will backing away. Oh, Ressi, the switch.
Oh.
It's pretty discarded though, the 8 so.
Oh yeah, it's dead at this point.
Yeah, so it'd just be the 5. I mean, the 5 so is knockout series, so it's not
Boom.
necessarily bad. Will has to judge the safety of the 6 pin. He can go 8 pin now. But,
Sumo.
oh, Sumo, it's the Chitoi.
That could be a Baimon.
Does not hit
quite.
the But that's a huge hand. Now, Lucas back in the mix. Jesse still has a significant advantage, but Lucas could get over 30,000 points, which would be really rough for Will. Of course, Will will have the last dealership, so a lot to play for still. Ari, dealer, South 3. Itzadora 1 held in a shape across the way for Lucas. 1 floating for Will. Acceptance for Jesse. Jesse with a fantastic looking hand though. The only thing it's missing really is a pair. Of course we have the 6 so, but really we're looking at that shape as 1 sequence or 2 sequences.
Is there any that could?
Tempai.
Each.
Oh, that's Senpai?
Toratanki.
Interesting. I guess.
It's just tough to do anything else than take this.
Indeed.
Like, at the spot I would always look for the Sanchoku, but it's... I guess you cut 7 mon? And then you're 2 tiles away from that. So it just doesn't
No,
really
it's
make sense.
too. Yeah, Toratanki is already a pretty good place.
Absolutely. So we'll see if Will can draw it. I'm sure we're not going to see it discarded so easily. Unless the player is Enrichi and cannot accept it. Speaking of Enrichi,
Sumo.
but there it is.
Oh.
Sumo. Doratanki paying off for Lucas, paying off for Will. Almost feels like Doratanki is good.
Yeah.
Now, can Will
Two
build on
examples
this?
to show that it's good.
We've seen a lot. Okay, what's the play here? I see two honor pairs, so I immediately think flush. But we don't have a clear flush suit.
Sure. Maybe we should cut one out because that's the Dora suit.
Yeah, I see the same thing. But you don't have to go for the flush if it's not there.
Sure. It depends on circumstances.
Pump.
Maybe.
So that's gonna raise some eyebrows.
Goes for the Atotsuki.
Yeah. We'll see if Lucas even decides to drop any more of these honor tiles. He can cut the west. But south, the white drag. I guess the white dragons goes through as well. Yeah, not even calling Chu.
Are we gonna see? Oh yeah. Lucas deciding to choke this,
Chi.
and the more Atotsuki
Chi.
calls will makes. Might see a choke longer.
Absolutely. I don't know if that south is coming out until Tempai, and I don't even know if it will come out after hitting Tempai. The fact that a Chi is called makes it even more likely that it is an honor tile Atosuke, not only because it's no longer Toy Toy, but also the 1 pin 1 mon 3 pin 1 pin sort of led you to believe if it was a flush it was going to be Sosa, but instead a mon sequence was called. So
Each.
oh, Tempai Dora 2 6 9 mon, no 6 mon left, but there are 3 9 mon in the wall. Dora found for Will's Will. There's a 9. Now Navi doesn't divide
Should
here.
be
Can 7. Can also Chun Chun. That's completely gone.
But Ari has something to go for.
That's true. Your competition has declared Ricci. They are vulnerable. The gap.
And we see the best draw into Sanko. Oh, never mind.
Maybe we're looking at an even better draw. 8 pin for Liam Peko Ishantan. Oh,
Chi.
4 pin. Maybe I would try the 6 so. Because if I get Liam Peko Tempai, I don't think you could stop me from jamming.
But Will gets into Tempai. Oh, I was gonna say, waiting on the last south.
And Lucas has a free road here with a Chun Chun. Of course, he can never play this 9 mon. Oh, the 9 mon! Will
Don't.
finds it, and that will deal it. Each Dora Dora. Ira does not hit. Lucas played that really well, refusing to give the south that Will needed. And sometimes, you have that tile, you think that they need it, and you let them have it sooner rather than later. But I think in this scoreline, this situation, Lucas incentivized to not allow Will to have that tile.
Indeed. This is a common thing to do, especially in South rounds against the fourth place player. When they have a hint of Atsuzuke, you start choking them as hard as possible to keep them in the fourth place.
Well, a big game for Jesse, plus 38.5, more than makes up for the fourth place in game, the first game of the night. Ari, another positive though, plus 9, definitely getting some wins out of this series. Lucas eats the third, Will the fourth here, minus 35.8. We had a very fun 2 games here in Division A2. I have also heard that
Heard.
the other A2 table also had fun.
Oh, what's the other A2 table?
Try to see if they finished their game already. It looks like they're still going. So we'll check back later. Maybe with a log. See all the excitement that happened there. We have a couple games that are starting in a few minutes and a couple games that are ongoing right now. Yeah, it looks like it will be a little bit before the next game that we're going to be able to watch gets underway. So let's go ahead and set up for that table. And while we prepare that, we take a quick break. When we come back, we will have a new division. And I think we will be taking a peek at the B1 division with Rachel, Caden, Alex, and Ian. So we'll check back in a little bit. All right, we are back. We are just about set up. We're going to be taking a peek at the division leader Ian, 14.5. Gong sounds. We get in underway. Rachel also positive in the standings. Caden just behind. Caden just actually played a series with Barb and Ricky and another player. It was a wild series. I think there were some monster first places just back and forth. This B1 division has been crazy. Alex O also present here. Just barely negative. It's a tightly contested division as opposed to the A2 that we saw just a moment ago. The top score here is just plus 114. So really, really close.
You didn't have that crazy flow. I had some ridiculous flow in A2.
It feels like I've seen some insane flow at these B1 tables, but it's balanced, evenly balanced. No one person is jumping ahead. You know, you get a big first, and then you get a big fourth as somebody else takes the big first. Okay, Rachel holding Ishantan though. Ugh. Cannot
Oh no.
cannot find the right sequence. It definitely makes sense to cut the 6-8 Kanchan and keep the 2 Yamachi. There it is. Each Pinhu 4-7 pin. 3 tiles in the wall, all of them 7 pins.
I also can't help but notice that Kaden is already playing the last 3 games of the season.
Oh wow. That actually strikes me because wasn't Caden busy this past weekend in Philadelphia?
I'm not sure what was happening in Philadelphia.
I'm gonna peek. Let's see if I've got it. Yeah, I believe Caden was one of the players who was taking the Saikoisen Pro exam on the East Coast this time and passed the exam, is now a Saikoisen professional player alongside some other folks. Claire and Andres from Richinomi, Alan from Philly Mahjong, and several more. Another Alan, Chris, Lili, David, Ichi.
Each.
Congratulations to all those
So-
folks.
And is 5, 8, and 3 pin across the way.
Found a
Which
tempai.
unfortunately seems like only 1 3 pin in the wall.
Yeah, all these tiles held actually. Oh, found a 3 even. The last tile between the 2 weights. The last one, the wall was drawn by Rachel, and she will find the sumo. Each small piece for 1300 all. Collects the Ricci sticks as well. Repeat here in East 1.
Seems like a Daniel Pinfu hand for the dealer. And on the right, also some sort of Daniel chance, but Kaden has a Dora on her in his hand. He has to decide when to cut that.
You
Pass
see,
away.
Alex likes
Alex.
the big hand. Looks like a toy attempt.
And on the left, this is a Honitsu Force
Yeah, 3 pin is
by
tempai.
Ian.
Home.
If you draw 3 pin, you just Dama that.
I think so.
Koitsu, Chitoi, Dora Dora, 7 Han. So Tsumo would be Baimon. But I think you're pretty content with the Hanuman Roan.
Yes. Oh, but Alex
Boom.
casually walking into Honitsu here.
Yeah, the 4-pin and the 2-pin are coming out.
リーチ
Oh, Rachel, the Tempai slams 2-5 pin. Oh no! The timing couldn't be worse.
チ
Chi 2-pin.
Oh,
And Ian does not even get to pull. It is reached Pihu. No pots because of the Chi. Rachel 38-1. Back-to-back winners. Quick Kokushi count here. 8
Four.
tiles in a pair.
Ooh. Oh, decides against it.
9 tiles in a pair.
Oh, yo, you're counting for.
I'm gonna keep counting.
That
Oh.
was, let's see.
本
Got a different plan for Rachel. Yakuhai go.
Ah, I see. We're across the way. We have a Sanshoku Force. Zoro Acceptance.
本
Rachel is chillin'.
チ
Tempai across the way.
Empire on Zoro Contra.
Mm-hmm. And Rachel can't use a door. It will come out eventually if she draws it. Caden also might be forced to drop it if he gets a Tempai. But if he draws anything around the 7, so he can cut one of these excess pairs.
Pon.
Pon, Tempai.
This is huge. There's one tone left. Because it's somebody getting unfortunate here.
Yeah, one of those tiles. If it's drawn, it's probably coming out at this point. Although you are concerned about Toy Toy for sure. Uh-oh. Here's that Tempai. Does the door come out? No! Caden says, I do not want to risk the door here. Probably more concerned about Rachel's hand than Alex's hand. And the 2-bot instead!
4
Well, the good news and the bad news is that it's not the tone.
Yeah, I guess. Bad news is it's still 77, but hey, heads up play by Caden, allowing himself to not only dodge the deal in, but also that gave the point loss to somebody else. Shifted the responsibility over to Alex, who really didn't have a choice but to push that 2-mon. Now, I
I
have
see another. Oh, yeah.
I have watched a lot of Rachel games. In fact, the first time I played against her fit the pattern that I'm about to describe, where Rachel just like wins all the hands and there's nothing you can do about it. I think the first time I
see.
played Rachel, she finished with over 100,000.
Wow.
And it wasn't for lack of trying. I got Tempai so many times. And I just could not compete. When she gets on a roll, sometimes you can just not stop her. I wonder if this is going to be one of those games.
We might see it happen. We are already at 3 Honba, for sure.
Yeah, these aren't Honba by Yukioku either.
And we know the value is just slowly building up, right? So it was 39, 39, and then 77.
And now we're looking at Rishi
Richi.
Pinshu Ipeko. There's the Ipatsu 7-pin, but Caden surely has something better to drop here.
I will kill the Ipeco, unfortunately.
And no more expensive side in the wall, but 4-pin's still available, as we mentioned. Alex draws. Oh, actually, Alex might get into trouble.
Under certain draws, yes. You might actually push the 7-pin back in.
Okay, maybe saved, maybe saved. Yeah, I can totally see a 4-so push here. There just isn't a lot that's safe, so you might as well hold the Ishan 10.
If he draws 4-7 mine right now,
It's over.
it might be over, yeah.
Okay, 4-mon went to Ian instead, saved for the moment. 9-pin, saved!
リー
And
チ
I'll
Saved.
take this Ricci instead. 3-6-pin.
Wait, is there a 3-6 pin left?
Not any threes. There's a 6, but that's held. And that's Tempai.
Oh, there
Classic
goes.
5-8. Not Pinshu, so he cannot roan here. Hayden trying to work out a safe tile. Finds the 5-so. Okay, could switch now with Ipeco and Pinshu. Oh no, it just plays the safe tile. So Ipeco only waits on the 8-mon. Oh, the 4!
ドン
Rachel cannot be stopped. Reaching Pinshu. No Ura. The streak continues. I hope y'all
Pretty
have,
continuous.
I hope y'all have strapped yourself in for a long night.
This hand is very quick, I would say.
Oh,
As
hello.
well.
I love Ian's hand.
Oh yeah.
Can we
Could be.
can we see it? It, of course, being Sancho Kudoko.
Oh,
Yeah, he doesn't even want that
this is
tile.
hard the edge.
He'll hold it, but he doesn't want it.
Yeah. This hand should be Sanship to go Jinchan.
Yeah, the problem is a lot of times you just get Tempai before that, and you should reject that Tempai.
He's gonna skip around and then pawn the last pair.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. By the way,
Oh,
Alex has a really good hand over. Oh wait, what? 1-mon
Oh no, we didn't want the Doko.
did not believe in the Doko. Playing the heel. He knows what the crowd wants and he denies it. Still Ishanten. I guess that is one thing. By cutting away from Doko, you're no longer tempted to force it. So it could be good in the long run.
True. We will not get baited into doing weird things.
Exactly. Okay, Ishanten for Alex. Unfortunately, he drew away from Peko, but finds the tempai now. Will we see a slam?
リーチ
Indeed.
Which Tanya Peiko Dora.
It's a Mongun. Tempai now for
That is also Tenpai.
the weight. The shuttle weight's not good. The 3-pin's not that fantastic either. You could Dama a
Yeet.
4-pin. Okay, 4-pin reach. The 3-pin at least seems live. It's just unfortunate that it's paired up.
So again, we have two players with one left in the wall fighting each other. Oh. Oh, wait. Yeah. But unfortunately, Kaden just used a 3-pin, killing Ian's weight.
So we're just looking at the 3-mon, and also we're looking at Rachel to see if she can somehow find a Tepai. Oh no, Kaden draws the 3-mon. Wait, Rachel, Suanko Ishantan?
Ooh.
6-mon, 8-mon both look terrible, but she goes for it. Hold your horses. 5-mon is not live in the wall.
What about 7 souls? There's 1 7 soul.
Oh, it does not get there. Okay,
Oh.
you can put those horses right back down. Finally, Rachel. The dealership ends, but did get to Suanko Ishantan. And we move.
It was scary.
We moved east too. All right, Caden, what do you got to say? 5 home bot, 2 sticks. That's 3,200 points. Sorry, 3,500 points
Boom.
on the board. And Alex, 22 attempt.
Decision time. Let's go minus. Ooh. Hayden picking up Dora pair.
Yeah, I thought about that 3-mon
Yeah,
palm,
good
but
one.
holds a little longer. The problem with the 3-mon pawn is you actually have to
Gee.
decide immediately which shape you're going to keep between 4-6-mon and 1-2-so. And I don't want to make that decision, so I actually don't mind letting the pawn go.
See.
I mean, you might be supposed to call there, but I think it's very human to keep your flexibility.
Boom. Boom.
Oh, that's Tenpai. Waiting on 6-9 mom.
The Yakuhai in hand.
ポン
Can't win on either of those. Rachel moves towards Tanya. Oh, and that 9 cannot be used, so it will be Ian sucking up those points. Hatsudora plus 35. Almost doubling the value of the hand just in bonus sticks.
Is an immediate 4-man cut. The idea, I guess, being Anshoku?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe a Sancho could look. Also, when we switch perspectives, if someone DCs, it doesn't show up. So maybe it was a temporary DC because we set 2 very quick Samokiri
I see.
first Tadashi. It's a possibility. I don't know if that actually is what happened.
Definitely a possibility. Oh, but I did not realize until the Hakus begin that we have a Chitoi Ishanten for Kaden.
Yeah, Caden is going to be in trouble if he ends up on Doratanki because Rachel found
Yeet.
all of them. This is
Oh no!
this is unfortunate.
Oh, no.
Like, you can expect
No.
someone to have a pair, maybe. You can expect maybe a couple sequences. You really just don't expect someone to have all 3 copies.
Okay, Rachel decides to not take the widest Ishanten.
And maybe 6-1 pots a little bit too much. Not going to take the wide Dobaton shape either. Really likes the idea of Tanyao here. I do think the 8-pin is a little safer here than the 1-pin, but 8-pin also would be a really good weight. If you can find the 4-mon, we'll choose the 6-0 for safety reasons. So some of your upgrades here are Furiten. The 1-so, 2-so, 4-so draws are all Furiten. Oh, Richi from Ian here. Richi, P for Ipek. Oh, it's a good weight. 3-6-mon. Rachel can switch now to 2-5 mon,
Oh,
but that's not actually very
it's
live.
just a very...
リーチ
No,
Okay,
this
2, 2,
is
4, 5,
2,
yeah.
3. Oh, but okay, so we got 2 3s and
Still not
1
very
5
live.
and 2 of the 2s. Oh no, there's no 5. Sorry.
Yeah, all the 5s are gone, all the 4s are gone, so it's just the 2 and the 3.
Another tempai.
リーチ
Yeah, it feels like you gotta chase as the dealer here.
Oh,
5 bids,
everybody's
so-
3.
But all the 5s are gone.
You
There's
don't
only
see
one
that
8,
every
so
day.
Otsumo! The hand that had the most tiles in the wall gets the win. It is Ian finds the Ura as well, although that will upgrade the value. 5-2, all the way up to 8,000 points. Big win there, and that actually puts Ian in the lead. We thought it was going to be one of those classic Rachel games, but Ian showing that he can collect sticks.
So,
Last hand picked up 3,500 with the 2 Ricci sticks and all those Homba. This time collects an extra 4,000 just in Ricci sticks.
Kaden is probably sad that he was the first one to reach it, but did not win the hand. But if he ever goes back to locker room, he will be happy that he did not do in there.
Oh, absolutely. Alright, I'm very curious to see if Ian is going to find the path to Chinitsu, or if this is going to be something like 789 Zantruk, or just a normal hand. Letting that 7-pin go is pretty telling, although it's not a tile that you have to call in order to get Chinitsu. You actually prefer to kind of call the 8-pin or the 9-pin even.
Looks like it's going to become a normal hand. Kind of hard to shift into Sanshoku as well.
9-mon still live? I think if I drew 9-mon, I'd be willing to cut the 6 and forego the 5-mon acceptance, just because I don't ever really want to cut the Dora anyway.
True.
Oh, there's that 9.
Oh, just a 9.
Hype. And now we can actually call anything, really. Any of our incomplete shapes, I should say. For the Sancho Tempai.
That is a travel tempai across the way. With only 1 5-so left in the wall.
Dora comes out. We see Poem. Alex says, I want it, but this is such a strong Ishant that I can't really take it. Tempai. Rachel, which way would you like? Suji Trap 7? Suji Trap 7. Oh, and that 2-so does not feel good after a 4-so tile. A declaration tile, but... that's 5. Okay.
It'll be pretty hard to cut.
Hedges with the 1-pin. Now that Ipotsu is passed and the 8-mon has come out and there was Pon lag or Chi lag, perhaps you are willing to try the 5-so.
ロン
Yeah, deal in. The Suji Chef worked out.
Yeah, and if Kaden was willing to jam the 2-so, it felt like he was pretty willing to take the challenge there. And so even more encouraged, maybe psychologically, to trust the Suji.
Oh.
But as we see, there's a
That's
reason
very-
that Declaration Tau Suji is not that trustworthy. got Yishunten already across the way.
Shunten.
1-1 makes sense here.
Oh, whoa. No, we cut out of Sanshuk chance.
Ah,
Boom.
Sanshika might be loving. South Polmo, hedging the east Dora. Khan. Do it for the fans. Do it for the masses. Okay, we'll hold it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, backs away.
Eat.
And actually rewarded. Oh, well, I guess you could have pulled it, Senpai.
It's a
Kang.
pretty easy fold.
We get the
Yeah.
Khan anyway.
And counts himself a Dora. The weights are slowly dying. There are only 2 left in the wall.
That's kind of been the theme of this game, honestly. I think back even to the very first hand of the game where Rachel took an early Ricci. I believe it was a 4-7 pin. Eventually got chased and eventually had all but one tile in the wall, while the person chasing had 0 tiles in the wall. She ended up getting that sumo. Once again, we're at that spot. Only one tile in the wall. This time, though, of course, for Caden.
Not Senpai. Oh, but we might see a 3-4-5 Sanshuk
Eat.
chase right here.
Big hand for
Oh,
Alex.
but there is no 3M left in the wall, unfortunately.
Rachel, oh, there's the Uda 50 food due to the con. Rachel runs out of save tiles to both, I think, so tries the 3-so. Alex
I think I
now.
might have jumped ahead.
Oops, I think I skipped.
Aiden has a pretty good timeout looking hand. And on the right, it's the
Oh.
median hand. Oh,
Don't mind me. I have eyes only for 2-3-4 Sanchoku. Caden has eyes only for 3 Sanchoku Doko.
that could have been. Yeah. Oh, another decision.
We go back? No.
But oh, I was gonna say across the way looks more like 3-4-5 Sanchoku, but that 6-0 draw definitely shifted the sequences down.
Oh, wow.
Sumo.
Okay. I was gonna say, I actually kind of prefer, if you're gonna Dama there, to cut the 1 pin. Because if you draw the correct So tile, then you can end up with the 3-4-5 Sanchoku. If you draw the 6 pin Dora, you get to use it with a Liamen shape. So even though the quality of the weight might be a little bit worse because the 4 pin is more central tile than the 2 pin is, you have better upgrades. And if you're not going to take the reach immediately, maybe you can play for the upgrades. But then the 2 pin comes in, it's like, well, I guess I can sumo. Could have tried the 50-10 Ricci 3-sided, but with this lead, I guess I just wanted to preserve it moving forward.
Oh no, he cut out of another Sanchoku. I guess this is actually the best cut here to not go this on.
I guess. 5 pins, great draw. 3-sided now. Pepe, Ishantan.
Okay.
Chi.
Chi.
Oh,
Chi.
it's interesting. Chi.
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 Oh, and got both of them.
That works. I was doubtful, but I was wrong. I was thinking the hand had a lot of potential as a closed Ricci in my mind.
Chi.
It's the Tepai. It might be important for him to win this hand with speed because there's some expensive hands brewing, especially across the way.
Okay, that's Senpai on 4-pin only, which, oh, that might be a switch.
Could go shop here with a 3-pin cut. Shiritsu!
Oh,
Kaden wants it all.
it's
I think part of the calculus might be he expects Rachel to drop his tiles. If he reads Rachel as Manzo Honitsu, then she will cut whatever pin tile he wants. Oh, but the 6-0 dealer's gonna shut down both of the hands.
hang on, Barry. But this hand could be something.
Already 5 pairs across the way for Rachel.
Oh, damn. Oh, but this draw will get him into match out. Guess not a fan of the 5-so cut. For sure.
So a great middle floater when you're missing blocks. Now I do know, having watched a lot of Alex games, he loves dragons. We do have Tepai, Ian, just sitting there chilling on the 3-pin, looking for the 5-pin. 5 pins are coming out. Other draws that help Ian here. 4-mod for Tanya.
Beach.
So Kitty Ricci.
Oh,
So part of this Ricci is Rachel's cut 2, 4, 4, 5-pin, and Caden's cut 1 5-pin. Feels like the 3-pin is hard for those players to use, so it should be good in the wall. The only player you have to worry about really is Alex, and he unfortunately has 2 copies, but that still is totally fine. Still 2 copies at the wall that are hard for Rachel and Caden to use. Alex patiently 9-so, 8-so, safe-ish tiles. Now starting to accumulate pairs. Oh, Tempai for Rachel.
リーチ
oh.
Maybe thought about aiming for Suanko there, but then you have to cut the Dora. It's not such a comfortable thing to do. So instead, Ichi Dora with Sananko chance if she draws it herself. 2 tiles live in the wall, 2 draw. Versus the 2 3-pins for Ian. And now if I'm Ian this spot, I'm starting to regret my Ricci because my weight has come out, but finds it. Well, affirming the choice with the Ura. Got 2 Mangan. You're right. Slam that Ricci. Be confident.
As we will see Rachel shut down today.
Yeah, it's actually turned out to be the Ian show in the latter stages of the game.
Home.
And now he gets his sort of victory lap. Will this race continue on for a few more rounds, or end here? It's going to be hard for any player to overcome the gap. But Ian might hope that Rachel falls below 30,000 points, so that he gets an extra 5 points of Uma for being the only player above 30,000. The way he's playing these discards kind of gives the vibe of, if I get Tempai, I'll take it.
Home.
I really don't need to win. I don't need to fight with 22 on my left. And Alex hedging his bets also by holding the 5 Pandora. If he draws more, then he could maybe go for Toy Toy instead. Turns out that the Rachel has 3 copies of said 5 pin.
Ooh. Besides against the 5/6 ramen.
Looking for more.
And it's Chitoi Shelton.
Rachel, a pretty massive Ishantan here. And Tempai.
リーチ
I reached Pin Fedora too, but we see all the 4 cells are out. 3-1 so in Ian's hand.
Fortunately for Ian at the moment, the 1 so not a safe tile. But if he runs out of options, might try it. That could have tried it if he had not broken away from his Chichoi chance. So Tempai from Kaden, and now you have to make sure you're safe against both of these, or rather all 3 hands really, because there's the flush potential on the left. Toy Toy now, do you dare jam the Dora? Yes! It is not a substitute to Rachel, but definitely a tough tile to push. Ian working on his Suanko. Ninemon, that's going to be Caden's tile. This could be big. Each Pifu. No Uda. Rachel will barely stay above 80,000 points. Caden barely below. And Ian, the winner, 41.4. Excellent game. Rachel started off strong, and then it turned into the Ian show, but she still maintained a positive result here, plus 5.1. Move up in the standings. Caden eats a little bit of a minus. Nothing too bad. And Alex couldn't get it going in this game, minus 40.6. We'll hope for a hot streak. Now, I can't actually tell which game this was of the series because they have every player's at a different number, but Ian maintains the lead in the division, grows it up to almost 80 points for Jerry in second place. Rachel climbs into the promotion zone, 6 players promoting in this division.
I noticed a very interesting distinction between the top of A2 and the top of B1. Somehow, the top of B1 are filled with call-heavy players, and if you get a chance to look back into the top of A2, it's most players there have around 20% call rate.
Huh. So it's the Ricci players, the Ricci heavy players that are pulling it off. The A2 division. Alright, well, looks like this table is gonna play another game, but in 5 minutes also, one's starting. That's too long. Let's stay at this table. I like this table.
This is definitely an exciting table.
Yeah, the players.
That would be great to see one of those Rachel games.
I thought we were getting it. I thought we were getting it, but Ian was able to fight back. Ian's been having a good season. Actually, he is also ahead of the curve in terms of games played. This will be his 20th game. Oh, he missed the gong. But game underway. Ian starts it off. Rachel to the right. Caden across the table. Alex on our left. 9-pin Dora. Pair set. Or agent settle.
봄,
With 155 points and only 500 rounds to go, would you start playing more conservatively?
It's interesting. I think maybe you don't have to take that much risk. I think if you're Ian, I don't necessarily know that Ian's a particularly risky player, though. I think he's pretty risk averse. So it might just be continue playing your game.
롱,
Early tempi off the call. Alex will chomp down on 1,000 points. And to do that 8 more times.
Very good high five for Rachel. And decides to just cut the double tone.
Honestly, scary. Like when you see the dealer willing to be the first person to cut the double east. Then what else could they have? Looks like knocking some sense into her discards. No,
This could be
it
the
could
fated hand.
It could be the fated hand. It's just hard to figure out what the pair is going to be.
It will be something. It's definitely not a 3, so.
Or is it? Like the 7-8 pin is looking
Oh,
rather
yeah.
weak.
Oh, it's not the fated hand.
We're not giving up hope yet. I still believe in 7-pin draw. Yeah, with east. Well, that upper pin shape, because 9-pin has come out 3 times, 6-pin has come out two times, and now the fourth 9-pin. I just don't like 7-8 anymore as a sequence. So I'm looking for an excuse to get off of it.
Might have been the excuse. Oh, that's also an excuse.
Now Rachel finds it. And now we have the path. We just draw 2-pin, 5-pin, reach. Not taking the 3-sided shape there. Again, sticking with the Tanyao ideas over the wider tile acceptance. Oh, the 3-so! What did I say? It was a 3-so pair.
It was the 3 so pair.
Okay, 7
Oh,
pin
it was the
my call.
7
It doesn't matter if you can't find a 2-5 mod. Alex pulls in one of those. Pulls it.
Oh,
Oh, 6
we're
pin
gonna.
chi.
Oh, no,
G
that has to be a G.
Oh, Alright, got to Tenpai at
I'm gonna
least.
say. Oh, that's also Tenpai?
Yes, just one mon safely. No need to do anything fancy here. Can win on Hote. Oh. Rachel will have to make a cut. Oh, it's the
It's also
pay! It is Hote!
Don't.
Oh no.
Hote door 2! That is unlucky for Rachel, but what a pull for Kaden. No Yaku. Needed to rely on the last draw.
And gets it.
And gets it. Alright, Kaden with door 2 again. 3 pairs. 9 so pair makes Tanya a little bit tricky. You just can't escape. Alex. East pair now. Ishandam. Ian confirms 2 3 4 in the Monza. Maybe shift to Tanya in the future.
Oh. You see Rachel aggressively going for Anitsu here.
Adora suit Hoitsu can be scary from the perspective of the other players, but they can't know just how far she is. Alex actually choosing to drop 4 so 3 so. Not the
Interesting.
classically efficient cut.
Home.
It's the
Each.
shovel weight. And Richie pin through for Ian, waiting on 4-7 pin.
Oh, the 6.
Don't.
Oh,
The last copy. Okay, well, minus 2,000. 1,000 from the roll, and 1,000 from the Regi stick. Looks like Alex did have the right idea. Oh my goodness, that's all 4 copies of the Haku. And Rachel holds it.
where are the chins? Oh no, the 2 chins are out.
Who dies Hanga?
You're not gonna see a Daisan again today. Well, not this hand.
Not this hand. What is the value play for this? Like, you think flush maybe?
Seems like it.
1
That's a G. Okay, but which flush? Oh. Yeah, never mind. I do not think this clear. It has to be the Sosa flush.
Can we get Chata though? Like, you pair up the pay, con.
Oh, it could be.
カン
Con?
Oh. Ooh.
This is a nasty Ishanten. If you
This is
call
a nasty
Hatsu,
Ishanten.
surely you wait on the pay for Chanta.
Surely.
It's Chanta. Has the South come out, or do we have a chance of a
Senpai.
second con?
Did we just reach? Oh, well, interesting.
Yeah, the
This has
second
to
time
not
that we
take
saw the
the-
four-sided shape. This time not taken.
Chi.
Oh, that's also Tenpai. What? Oh, it's
Each.
Toy. Oh wait, no, sorry. What am I thinking? It's just East only. Atozuke.
Mm. Speaking of Toy Toy, though, oh, wait, that's not Toy Toy either. There's a Chi.
If
Each.
Alex Simos, it's Sanko.
Yeah, there it is. They
Doesn't
found
make
the
sense.
extra
Oh.
Yoku.
Oh wait, I just realized. Why is there an East in the Alex
Dom.
discards?
Not gonna matter. The 8 so comes out instead, and with the con, that will be on Bongon for Rachel. That's a funny one. The guaranteed Saronko play.
Indeed, the guarantee song. Oh,
That's just value right there. But ended up drawing a door and shifting away. So we move to South 1, Ian. East pair. Ian Shantem. Too many pairs.
many pairs. Which one is the worst? Yeah.
So that's just to confirm the Dora shape. By the way, triplet of north on the left for Alex. Looks like Kaden is floating the idea of a flush, but that 5 pin's probably going to shut things down. Well, is it? If he draws 9-so or 8-so, I think he's going to commit to the flush.
T.
As these hands open up, it gets harder and harder to drop the 5 pin.
Boom.
G.
Nobody's in Tenpai just yet. Not a pawn. Oh, okay. Alex being the first one to reach Tenpai, waiting on Mon.
To the wall, so.
Pong.
Oh, the pole prevents the dealer cheat.
Oh, and then everybody gets to Tenpai. Yes.
Yeah, Kaden draws Tenpai,
Arguably-
says, I don't want to agree to here. Could pull, and that's free. You can cut the 8,
Boom.
so.
Oh,
Gong.
oh, that will be a do-in to Kaden for 3,900.
Yeah, the free pull ends up hitting the Rona as well. So we go into South 2. Rachel. Oop, I think we froze.
Oh.
We really froze.
Oh, you're back. Looks like a very good hand. It's already Ishant hand for Rachel.
It's a good hand, a close hand. I just want to draw the 4-so before we make any more progress. I want to get some extra value here. Like if we get to Tempa, I guess we'll Ricci, but Ricci only.
That's also Ishant hand for Alex.
Oh,
Oh, and
he's fine for now. There's no Yaku for. Yeah, okay, now you get to make your choice. Which Sancho do you believe
that's a
in?
decision.
Beach.
Oh, it just takes the slam here.
Oh,
Yeah, no really real reason to cut the
Ricci.
full door for us. So we're gonna see the chase from Rachel, of course. Problem for Alex. So it's not really towel.
not an easy
No.
cut.
Tries the outside 8, but that's exactly what Rachel was looking for. It was safe against Ian, but not safe against the dealer, and that's going to cost 7,700 points. Rachel, 43.5 in the lead.
Starting again, we can see this hand is also not bad.
It's a little
Are we gonna
slow.
see the Rachel again
I really want to know what
this
she's gonna
time
do
around?
with the Dora 1 mod.
Because at some point you could always cut AS. Well, it's not at the decision point yet. We'll see.
Yeah, some other tiles to test out first. Ishanten for Ian with Itsu.
Rachel seemingly booked by Alex decides to get rid of the 1-1 Dora.
Oh, Tempai found. Can Dama, but yeah, it's one of those spots where, only winning 2,600 here might not be satisfactory.
Reach.
Oh,
Yeah, decides to just slam.
interesting.
Gave it one turn for the 5-mon draw or the 1-mon draw. Both of them would have been value.
Reach.
Oh,
Caden draws the 5.
yeah.
Decides to chase with his Nomi.
Sumo.
Ipatsumo! That's why you Richi, I guess. No Urabe.
Dora.
Kanchan chase just gets there. I wish my Kanchans behaved like that. Maybe they do, and I just don't believe them. Either way,
I guess it's always an interesting idea too. What do you read when somebody Smogiri Richie?
yeah, like a lot of times you just think they had a bad weight, and then they change their mind, or they're looking one turn for the upgrade, but they didn't see it. But there are other things that can happen, like a tile came out that signals something to them, so they choose to Richi then.
Boom.
Or they drew something that set up a Suji trap, or they drew something that they couldn't incorporate into their hand, but also messed up some of their improvements, so they decided to just take the Richi, as we see Rachel quickly into 24/7 Wake hits the immediate win. No Ipatsu because of the Chi from Kaden into Tempai breaking it.
Ooh. Actually, not the best trick.
Was that Kaden thinking about Paul?
That was Kaden thinking about Pawn.
Yeah, probably not the place to pull him. Shinitsu is the Wangan though.
Yes, a manga, but unfortunately that hand does not have the best shape after the
Yeah,
pawn.
and maybe because the shape isn't good, you're looking for an excuse to fix one of the bad shapes. It's just that it doesn't really work so well here. All right, you jumped that already for Alex. I like
the penchant.
Yeah, I like the 9-mon cut. A lot of times when you cut a penchant, you go inside out for safety reasons. But here, where the 6-mon is Dora, I like holding the 8 just in case we connect the 6 to the 8. I think the classic decision in terms of efficiency is to cut the 3-pin. But if you are going to cut the penchant, then I like the 9-mon first.
I can't help but notice nobody has the Dora.
Yeah, it's actually really late. How long will it be before we see our first Dora?
Whoever gets to reach you first actually applies a lot of pressure. because nobody has the Dora.
That's very true. Kaden Ishantan could even wait on the Dora.
Pretty good draw.
Alex, really wide Ishantan. Better shape now for Kaden. One more draw in row 2. That's not a Dora.
リーチ
It's Tempai though, for so. Peiko. Dealer Ricci, you mentioned that first person to reach would have pressure. The dealer on top of that is extra pressure.
An immediate vote from
Finally a Dora!
but wait. Did I misread the shape? Oh yeah, I did misread the shape. I look at Caden's hand and I thought, wait, wasn't that Tempai? I realized that's 317 instead of 216 and 217.
Yeah, Kaden is just out. Or we could be still back. Just need one tile. 1, 2, 3, 4 mom.
ドン
Oh, the 4 so instead. As Ian gets the Tempai, says, how about Naka Suji 4? That usually goes through, right? Not this time. So we were talking about, risk taking. Oh! How many tiles was that to Kokushi?
Oh,
4 Shantan? 3 Shantan?
4 Shantan. Oh, if you don't cut the 3 Shantan, I guess.
Probably not going to get there because
Maybe
we already have
tempting to cut the middle tile. Alex is also drawing into a pretty good hand here.
Yeah, this looks really good. And so it's a bit of a race, I think, now between Alex and Rachel, both with very strong hands. Kaden also has Dora too. Can't look past that. Chi for Tanya Dora 2.
チ
Kaden willing to accept second in this place. The gap is what? 8,300 points. I say 8,300? That means direct hit 39 is enough. With the Hompa.
Yeah. Will be a first, yes. Oh.
Alright, so Kaden has an open hand condition, but willing to accept second on Sumo.
ポン
That's interesting choice to not confirm the
ポン
takeover, but cut out of 4-3s.
Yeah, Alex could be Tempai right now in 2-5, so instead drops the Dora. Kaden opens up for it. Now very wide Ishanten, and Alex looks for Gianpeko instead, or Suanko, one of the two. Goes for the big value. Yeah, Ishanten, very reasonably wide. Pon, it's a toy.
Going for it.
Kind of needs to get rid of the 7 mod before Kaden ends up Tempai for it.
1
Gee, so it will be 3-6 instead. I guess most of the time Caden does not end up temping that. It is Toy Toy Tempai
yeah.
with Son Uncle
Yeah.
Chance. The 7 pin is lighting up, but it doesn't actually deal in. Oh, but the 2 pin
Oh,
does. That's
oh no.
Rachel's tile.
4
Yakuhai only, so Alex staves off 4th place here, just barely. It is Rachel the winner, plus 29. We did get that Rachel game. Caden, plus 9.4 in 2nd place. Alex barely sneaks by with minus 13.4, and Ian eats minus 25.0. Had the points to spare. So we'll dip back down to 130-ish, but still comfortably ahead. And as those scores jump in, we'll see Rachel moving up, of course. B1 still under contention.
That was some exciting hands.
I could never really tell exactly what was going to happen. All right. Well, I think that we may have watched our last full game. However, we do have something that we needed to take a peek at.
Okay.
Because we did miss a fancy hand that happened while we were watching a different A2 table. Let's swap over perspectives. We are in East 2. Different players at this table than are currently highlighted, but any guesses as to what this hand is going to be?
The Coke.
It looks like a
By the looks,
Kokushi.
they are going for a Kokushi for sure.
Oh, wow. So already all the
Wow,
dragons,
the
3 of the
draws.
wins, all the 1s, 2 of the 9s, pair acquired, Ishanten already.
リーチ
Each.
And the Richie.
Oh man, you got a jam against Arichi. So, play the green dragon first, once cut. Play the sort of outside 3 pin. Get the chi to draw you the east. Jam 6-0.
ロン
And then win. The
And
timing. All set up by that chi, the perfect set of draws. And quite unfortunate for the player Ricci with the Tanyao Dora 1. Can't defend against Kokushi well and Ricci. 32,000 points. I believe this was Kayla in A2. Finding the big win.
That's a great hand.
Kayla went on to finish this game with a tremendous amount of points. This wasn't even the end for her. She found a Hanuman. And we can take a peek at.
ポン
Zoom forward to the
1
Tempai.
リーチ
Each. 1-4. Looks pretty good.
HP.
4 tiles on the wall.
リーチ
That's not very good. Oh, and it's a high key.
all the way
oh,
to the end. But got Takame, the Tanya tile, the expensive out.
スモ
Each. Haite Tsumo P Tanya Dora. 3,000, 6,000. So, when all was said and done,
ポンパン
there's one more big hand. Or a full hand, but Kayla ended up with plus 58.5. Big part of that being Kokushimuso. Congratulations on the fancy
congratulations.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us. Thanks for checking in. We had a couple games from the 8-2 to start the day. Fantastic series. Great play, I want to say, from all four players at the table. It was really high level stuff, and I'm not surprised given the reputation of those players. And then also the B1 table, fantastic stuff as well. We really got to see momentum on display. Tale of Two Halves for the first game of that series. And the second game was just as wild, so excellent stuff. And we will be watching more. I think next week we might have a bonus Mahjong as well, not just our regular Wednesday broadcast, but of course we will wait to confirm that for sure. You can expect as we enter round 5 next week, we are getting close to the end of the spring session. So definitely things are going to be heating up in the scores. And I will be checking out the website, AmericanRicci.org, not only to keep track of all the scores as they come in, all the divisions get their games posted there, but also if any folks are interested in hopping in for the upcoming season, you can check it out. We will have registration available for, I believe, 2 more weeks. And I did see a bunch of people popping into the server already, anticipating the start of the next season. So looking forward to seeing you join all of those folks as well as part of the league. Check out our YouTube channel as well at American Ricci to catch all of the VODs of our coverage, not only this season, but seasons past. We have several years of coverage. And I want to shout out before we head off for good, the commentators that helped make this possible. Mohan in the early part of the stream, and also, of course, Carl for closing it out with me. Thank you so much. And we'll catch everybody next week for more American Ricci Mahjong League action. See you then.